Power Platers, I'm Nikki. Welcome to my home and thank you for welcoming me into your day. Now, I'm a huge Power Plate fan. I'm a huge fan of vibrating tools and in particular, I'm a really big fan of the foam roller power plate, which I have been exploring and delightfully playing with most recently. So today I wanted to put together a little happy hip flow that you could do alongside your foam roller. Her name is Ruby. She is fantastic for getting into those hard to reach places. She spreads only good vibes and she is wildly enthusiastic. So her and I get along just fine. Now what we're going to do, to start with, we're going to see how the hips are actually feeling today. So have a little wiggle wherever you are, just notice how your body feels. Maybe give the butt a little strap from side to side. And to explore the hips a little more, I'm going to invite you to come down onto all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and the fingers splayed out really nice and wide. Now fill up the back body and just lean out your whole side body to the right, to the back, to the left, and to the front. And I just want you to explore how all those corners of your body feel, particularly the hips, as you lean out into each side of your body. We're just going to do a few circles each direction. Go with the flow, feel into what is good and maybe what feels a little juicy or a little sticky before we have a little roll together. All right, now, I said she was enthusiastic, she really is. What I like to do is I like to get on her before I turn her on. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is come just below the pelvis. We don't wanna be on these bony prominences, but just underneath where you find a nice, juicy, glutey, muscly, squishy part. And I'm gonna ask you to come down onto an elbow, a forearm, and lift up here for me. You've got the top leg over, the bottom leg extended. I'm going to find a really nice juicy bit. Now I'm going to press play. And now I've got some good vibrations going into this hip. Now I'm only going to start with level 1. It is firmer, it is more dense than a regular roller. So we want to make sure that we take it nice and gently to begin, see how the body responds and only lean into what feels really good. From this position here, you're kind of centered right in the middle of that roller. I'm going to see if you can lift up that bottom leg. And then from here, I'm going to get you to do just a little roll forward and a little roll backward. You're going to come through all those nice juicy tissues and muscles of the butt, just playing with that energy. We're going to do 4 little rolls. You'll come to the front along the hip flexor. You'll get a little bit of that energy in there as well. And lucky last one, only again where it feels good, leaning back. Now from here, I'm going to get you to press that leg into this supporting leg. So I've got a nice little fixed spot so that when I bend that knee, I can feel that movement just dragging through that nice piece of muscle that I have pinned. So I want you to find again a little spot that feels really good for you. Try to stay lifted and that little drag. Now from here, we're going to slide down and we're going to slide up. It's not a big movement. You might play with leaning back a little, leaning forward a little. Take 4 rolls to explore the parts of your body that make you go, ah. And then from here, as you roll into a nice happy spot, we're going to feel that hip dragging back, dragging forward, just like a little windscreen wiper, backwards and forwards. Definitely feeling those good vibes coming into the hip now. 2 more times. Yum. Lucky last one. And as you slide that leg out, you're going to take the top leg back. And then you're going to prepare to get a little juicier with me as you press down through this foot. You're a real daredevil, a vibrating daredevil. You might be able to lift up this leg, flexed foot, and see if that leg, that foot will rest over the opposite thigh. Now from here, lifted heart, we're going to draw some little circles around that roller. So you can see my hand has got this knee just kind of guiding it round and round. A few circles each direction with an open heart. Just let your body melt in. Happy little hip melt series. Now 4 little circles. As you gently press the knee away from your body, look over your back shoulder. Lengthen and breathe in to expand. And as you breathe out, it's like the body curls in for a little hug. The back of the neck is soft and we go really gentle here. Inhale to open. Again, exhale, making sure you've pinned a little spot that feels like it could do with some extra love today. Opening up, deep breath, and a happy little We're going to do that one more time, never forcing that leg to go anywhere, just letting it move with your breath. And then when you come up, we're going to unravel and free that leg. One last little hump. And then I'm going to get you to come up. What I want you to do is have a little wriggle and notice a difference from this side to the other. Maybe a little lighter, a little tinglier, a little more alive. Do you see how enthusiastic she is? That's only level 1. We're going to bring her over to the other side. Take rest throughout. I never want you to feel like you're working too hard through your upper body either. But as you extend out through that bottom leg, find a nice little squishy bit. Come on down onto your forearm. And then bring that top leg over. Now we are in the middle or kind of towards the back of that roller so that you have room here to gently roll forwards and backwards, just to where it feels good. You can play with that bottom leg being up or down no matter where we go. And just let the breath flow really nice and free. That feeling of not trying to hold on to resistance, but just kind of melting in. Feels really good. Now, as you lift that bottom leg, you're going to press that bottom leg against your front leg. You can pull it in a little if you like, so that that knee is there to bend and it can gently press forward as you've got a nice little juicy spot to pin and drag. Let's do that a couple of times. Don't feel like you can't move around here. Feel again where your body says, yes, please. And then from here, we're going to slide down and up. Again, not rolling over any bony bits, just the good bits. You know when you know. Taking a nice deep breath as you melt through one more time. Find a place that you can pin in order to drag the leg backwards and forwards. That's it. Lifting through the heart. Just 2 more times. And then we're going to dare to get a little pretzel-y. So as you drop that bottom leg, top one comes over. We lift, and this pinky toe edge of the foot comes over the other thigh. Now from here, we're going to get a little sexy with those hip circles, gently gliding around that roller. Don't be afraid to pick it up and put it exactly where you want it. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on the best bits. And we're going to reverse direction. Just a groove that feels divine as you're gently pinning and dragging those tissues that you have here on that foam roller. Now, as you guide the knee away, we're going to lift the heart and just have a little sticky beak over your back shoulder. Ooh, as you breathe out, you're going to soften into the shell of your spine a little hug. Don't worry about how far you go. Just enjoy the bits that feel good. Worry about how you feel in your body. Exhale. Again, lifting out of that supporting shoulder. Bring all the love and celebration to the lower hip or to that hip. And then again, lengthen out. One last little vibey hump. And then I want you to come all the way up. Have a little wiggle. Notice the difference through both sides. Thank you, Ruby. And then a few little hip circles. Jump up, have a little walk around, see how you feel. I hope you feel amazing. Thank you for playing with me and Ruby. We're going to come back and play real soon. Thank you.